Does anybody know what mastery means? What is mastery to us? Outside the gym exercise world. Perfection. Perfection. What is perfection?
Complete knowledge. Wow.
Complete knowledge.
Experience.
Proficient at something, right? So think about this. When you all drive, right? Car. Because I know sometimes if people close to the city, they don't drive, and that's cool. All right, so remember back when you were learning how to drive, and you got on the seat, and you turn on the ignition, and you feel the engine, and you're very tentative to press the accelerator, and you time and space in the car and in the street. It's not quite there yet. So you're thinking a lot, right? Thinking, how am I gonna make this turn? Fast forward to today. Do you think about these things? No, you're probably thinking about the chores that you're gonna do, thinking about the great things that happen to you today, or maybe the things that are happening to your life, and you're just driving. You don't think about it. That is mastery, is doing the things that we are so proficient at doing without thinking about it, because that allows us to take a lot of energy off. So we're no longer thinking about what we're doing. And in our instructor journey, we think about the materials, right? If you follow formats that are pre-choreographed, or if you come out with your own choreography, you structure your own choreography, it's a lot of bandwidth that comes to it. You have to think about those things. You have to think about what you're gonna say. And as you start to get more comfortable with it, as you go to initial trainings, to list meals, or advanced trainings, then the system becomes more proficient. And then you start to think less about what you need to do, and then that is how you get to be present in the room. Think about the best performers in the world, or singers or musicians. They have one thing in common. What is that? Mastery, yes. What else? They can connect to the audience because what are they not doing?
Thinking about what they're doing.
Yes, they know their material so well, they're no longer thinking about their lyrics or the structure of music, they just are. And it's the same for us too. So we go through initial training, and then as we start to harness the skills, then sometimes we get in this place of people in front of the room or in front of me are not getting what I'm saying. I don't think I'm coaching it right. And if you get to that place, or it's when you get to the place, because we will at some point, then it's a good way, a good moment to step back and think, what are we doing? Because now we're just going through the motions. We have to restructure, what are we doing? So, for us, there's 3 phases of achieving mastery, whether it's us as instructors or for our participants. The first one is the observation phase. The second one is the skill acquisition. And the third one is the experimentation. So if we relate this to our participants, when they come to class, they're looking at what you're doing. And remember when you were coming to class, I remember when I was coming to class too, when I was coming to take body pump, I was looking at instructors and I was trying to follow the best I could. And then as I started to get more experience, then I went to initial training, I started to acquire the skills and have a base. And then as I learned the skills, I started to experiment on how to make the skills